It's car con carne. Let's eat in the car. It's car con carne. And now here's the star of our show, James Van Alstyne.
I love the fact the sun's out.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's beautiful. It's also hotter than shit today.
Yeah,
like
but we're in
record-
an air-conditioned car. So.
We are. I'm one of those guys. I always have the air conditioning cranked, no matter where I am. I like it to feel like I'm at a hotel, like when I'm on the road.
That way you don't fall asleep.
That's right. Look at that. That's Stubby. That's Kastube, old friend.
Hi.
Let's start by talking about Lucky Boys Confusion. Lucky Boys Confusion. We're recording this on Friday the 13th. Very scary. Ooh. Friday the 13th. 2 weeks from tonight, Lucky Boys Confusion celebrates the 25th anniversary in a sold-out show at Bottom Lounge.
That's right.
And it's funny, Kastube. Earlier this week, I thought, oh shit, the Bottom Lounge show is sold out. What do we have to talk about when we do this interview? Sure enough, you're playing Riot Fest in September.
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
So I guess we could talk about that.
Yeah, we can talk about both. We were talking.
Oh, wait. Hang on.
Yeah.
We're at Dengio's in Skokie. I should mention the most punk rock Greek restaurant you'll find in Skokie.
And the
first
first restaurant that I went to in Skokie.
Is that true?
I was on my way to actually from the signing, the day that we were signing at the house. Mm-hmm. We came here just to take a drive by the house and then to go over and sign the paperwork, and we were like, let's go. And I was with Tim Donahue, actually, who you may or may not know.
I know Tim.
Yep, Tim, and Tim was he did our lawyering for LBC, and he did my lawyering for my house, so it was pretty awesome. Yeah,
I love a good Euro.
Yeah.
I know you got a dog.
I would do the Euro over a dog any day. I'm a big Euro guy, but I just wanted to.
I get it.
Yeah, do something a little bit different.
Stubby wants what Stubby wants.
Yeah, man.
So here's my Euro in my lap. Ooh, mozzarella sticks?
Mm-hmm.
So we've got the Euros, got the cucumber sauce, the onions. We are not going to make out after this. Those onions are going to be something strong. So Lucky Boys Confusion.
Okay.
25th anniversary, I guess we'll start there.
Sure.
In the way it's billed on the Bottom Lounge site, I wrote this down because I thought it was funny. Mm-hmm. 25 years of music and mayhem. I remember the music. I don't remember the mayhem. Was it really all that mayhem-y?
I'll be honest. Yes, there was. It was an insane 25 years. The last 5 haven't been as insane as the first 20. Mm-hmm. But when that tagline was mentioned to me, I'm like, I don't know, and I'm like, it sounds a little,
like Rob Zombie. Rob Zombie had 25 years of music and mayhem.
Right. And I was like, that sounds a little bit like either it sounds like a little bit cheesy, or it sounds a little bit like over the top. And then I realized, and then when I said that to the guys, they're like, you were there. And I'm like, yeah, actually, you know what? That's
now you mention it.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. So LBC has in the Chicago music scene of that era that we're talking about. LBC was notorious for that kind of lifestyle and mayhem and things like that, and it's for a good reason. I mean, we were pretty. We took full. Not advantage, but we definitely.
You were a young band, enjoying some success,
yes.
And you did what young bands do.
We lived it up.
You hung out. You were hanging out with your brothers, basically.
Yes,
yeah,
I was. And the cool thing about it was,
I'm going to totally eat. You need to start eating your food, by the way.
Oh yeah.
The cool thing was
that like when we were like going through it all, we'd be on tour with bands that were like, I'm like, hey man, you guys want to hang out afterwards? They're like, no, we're just gonna go back to our room, and I'm like, wait, what? This can be all over tomorrow, right? And you're gonna go and you can read your books the rest of your life. And I'm like, what are you doing during those 8-hour drives from like why are you not
Wait, were you really that self-aware back then that you kind of thought
Oh,
it was
yeah.
all ephemeral? And
Oh yeah, I knew from day one that this could all be over at any minute, and it didn't matter how good you are. And I watched bands that were so much worse than us and couldn't write a song that were huge, and I saw bands that were so much better than us that couldn't get anybody to watch them, let alone forget, like, the only people that would watch them were the bands, you know? And then there were some bands that had both and did well, and, you know, but, like, no, I was very aware that this could end any minute, and I was okay with it, as okay as anybody can be with it, but, yeah, I was living it up, I was having a great time, and, yeah, it was cool. It was cool. It was good to know. It was good to know that, because that way we enjoyed everything that was coming our way and tried our hardest, and knew that no matter what we did, if Sylvia Rohn, the president of Elektra at the time, just thought that we were the boy band that rocks, that we weren't going to get it past her, that we weren't the boy band that rocks for throwing the game, and for
was that really the perception?
that was how she came from a very urban R&B hip hop like mindset, and just didn't get that. And maybe because I was brown, maybe she thought, I don't know, I shouldn't just assume her thoughts, but I don't know what it was, but you know, maybe she thought we were, like, you know, cute young guys that, like, you know, whatever, I guess. But
I mean, Cryer's cute. Let's be honest.
Sure, yeah, he's all right. But the second record, Commitment, they went with. They just couldn't go with, like, us being a band. They were like, they're like, we were the next Good Charlotte, or the edgier Good Charlotte, or something like that. And it's just like, why just promote us as a rock band from Chicago? Why can't you just do that? And they just failed. So seeing that writing on the wall was kept us very, like, cool.
Existential. Live for the moment.
Well, yeah, and if you, I mean, like, look at, you can go. It carried out after LBC not ended, but after LBC slowed down, and Adam and I and Jason all went our different ways with trying different projects. When AM Taxi got signed. And that's Adam and Jason's band, got signed, they put out a record called We Don't Stand a Chance. I mean, we just, we all knew, like, that we're lucky to get it, we damn well deserve it, but we're lucky to get it, and we're more likely to fail than we are to succeed. And that's okay. Just have fun, roll with it.
The Euros.
Your best Euros ever.
Dude, I don't eat it that often. It's so damn good. You know,
you'll feel it tomorrow.
I'm aware. So, Bottom Lounge on the 27th. The last time I saw you perform was at the Bottom Lounge in November. One thing I realized going to a Lucky Boy show, everyone there's in a good mood. I mean, when you go to see live music, you're in a good mood. But it really, I've said it from day fucking one, 25 years ago. I mean, there's a sense of community when I go to your shows. Everyone was just so, like, cheerful before the show. And, hey, how are you doing? Like, it's like a family reunion, like people coming back together. I love it.
There's two things that were said to me that like go with what you said. What you said. People, especially as fans are getting older, fans that go and see LBC play aren't the same kind of people that go and see a band twice a month. Not a band, like see live music right. twice a month. They're the type of people they go and see. They go to 3 shows a year. 2 are 311 and 1's LBC, and they're going and they're wasted. And so at first I used to be like, what are these guys all so happy about? Like, what's the big freaking deal? Like, have they listened to the words? This is not like... And what I realized is that it's not... Like, you posted on some guy's thing about, like, name your job in... like in a few sentences, like
explain it poorly.
Yeah, and I think I wrote, I stand on a box for an hour and complain about everything that's wrong in my life. then I get off and stand on the ground for 2 hours and pretend like nothing's wrong. That's my life. Like
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's what I do. And so I didn't get it, but then I realized what it isn't really. They're not. It's the sense of community and the happiness comes from. That is. My brother put it. He's like, LBC shows aren't about you, and I just go, what? What the fuck does that mean?
It takes a brother to be able to say that.
Well, yeah, because anybody else I'd be like, all right, I'm out here. But like, he's like, I'm like, and I thought, I'm like, he's talking about the rest of the guys. I mean, that's fine, okay. He's like, no, you're. Don't take this the wrong way. He's like, but like, there's people that are right in front of you, and that's maybe a third of the crowd that are just singing every word. And he's like, trust me, the rest of us are too. But we're also catching up with people that we haven't seen all year.
That's it.
Yeah. And that's
catching up with people, catching up with that moment.
the vibe.
Mm-hmm. That's it. And I love it.
The reminiscing back to, one of the fans in the November show said, I don't know how else to put it, but when I hear, I can't remember what song he was on. When I hear that, I'm not here anymore. I'm 15 years ago, and I'm like, that's cool. That's cool.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's nice. And he's like, all my worries are gone, and I'm just in that place. And I'm like, you know what, man, like.
That's what music's supposed to do.
Yeah, you put on I can't remember the last time I listened to Radiohead, but if you put on Pablo Honey, and I would just be back. I'd be back there.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be back to being the only guy that I knew in my group of friends that bought that $6 tape and listened. And it was because of you, actually. You were the first person that played that song on. It was at like midnight. You guys used to.
At Q101 back
yeah,
then.
like it was like at midnight. I would wait up every night, have the radio on as low as possible because I wasn't allowed to listen to music. And
wow,
it was. But there was like a radio from the 70s, and I hid it under my bed. And I remember my parents being like, whatever happened to that radio? And nobody cared, but it was hid under my bed. And I would pull it out, and I would listen to, you guys, what did you guys call that?
I don't know. There were so many different things.
But the same place I found Crash Test Dummies and whatever. And,
Well, I don't like always going back to the well, like, hey, I remember when you guys started out.
Yeah.
Because we've done that before. And
Sure.
I like spinning things forward, but we're talking about the 25th anniversary of Lucky Boys Confusion.
Yeah.
So I found something in my home.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm not sure.
Oh, wow.
I'm not sure if this is, and you can tell me if it's not, is this the demo you sent in for Local 101 for the CD?
It is not.
Okay. Because it says 2 songs for Q101. Did you just... How did we pull Dumb Pop Song? Was it off the CD, or did you formally submit this?
So, Dumb Pop Song was on off of... you pulled it off Growing Out of It.
So it wasn't a formal submission?
It was
I
not.
probably just said, hey, I want to put this on the album.
You did.
Okay.
Yeah. You reached out to us because I remember being so naive, be like, can you do the other song? And you're like, dude, kid. What,
kid.
Just be happy that you're, and then you called me after, because you called me when we were on the air, and I was like, oh, yay, excited. And then I remember calling you later, and I'm like, hey, it's one of my favorite stories to tell. It's like, you're going to be on day rotation, da-da-da-da. And I get out the phone because, we're at that point where we were talking. I called you, and I'm like, hey, James, do you think it's okay? Can you play us at nighttime, too? And you're like, Stube, you're going to get a record deal. You don't understand what's happening. And I'm like, I don't, James. Can you please explain? And you did. And I was like, and then I called Adam, and I called Jason and Ryan and Joe, and I was like, guys, something huge just happened.
Shit's going on.
Yeah, but I didn't get it. I was like, oh, an Apocalypse Hoboken's going to get to play. So, but all of our fans are in school. I'm just like, just that kind of thought.
That's adorable.
Dude, we didn't know what we were doing.
Of course.
There's a black squirrel. That is.
Oh, those
so
are the evil
cool.
squirrels.
Yeah.
Are you really not going to eat? I feel like.
No, I am.
We start talking.
Yeah, I know. But so 25th anniversary. I love to talk about the haters because
Why?
it's fun because this one's a really good one though. They got us good. They go because they tag us. So I laugh. About 15 years ago, I'd have been upset. Now I think it's awesome. And he goes, man, Lucky Boys Confusion. They seem like they're doing an anniversary show every other day. Does anybody do they have fans to like? Because unless you live in that world, you don't realize it. Hey, we're selling shows out still here. But yeah, so 25th anniversary. After the Throwing the Game, 20 year. It falls 1 year exactly after the Throwing the Game 20-year anniversary live stream that we did last year that you came over for. So
That was like one of my first social outings during the pandemic.
Yeah, you were telling me that. Yeah. So if for the you guys listening, LBC did a live stream last year since we couldn't do the 20th anniversary of Throwing the Game, and James and I live right by each other. And even if we didn't, I asked him to come and be a part of the live stream, and he was part of the actual recorded part of it too.
Well, that's right, because the Alex
came over to your place, I believe, or somewhere.
I went to his place.
Oh, you went to his place. So 1 year later, we're gonna do an anniversary show, and I think we have a really good set created. It's really hard, man. Well, one, that's a lot of years. We're not the type of band that's only going to put out 3 records in that time. Like we're pretty prolific, I guess you would say. Whether you like this stuff or not is, but the fact is we do write a lot of songs. But we did well. Adam, I got to give most credit for Adam to put it all together. I made a few requests, but it's gonna be a pretty cool set. You'll be able to hear the standards, and we're gonna do some deep cuts. So it'll be great. And then
I thought the set list at the last show was great.
And the cool thing about that is that we got to do 2 nights. So we got to do like
That's right. I was there on the Friday night.
Yep. But everybody complains.
You can't make
before but during the set everybody's happy, so it's like, all right, then we're doing all right, you know what I mean? Like like you said, you can't make everybody happy, and so many times, like, there's bands that I'm like, oh, I hope they play this, and then they do, and I'm the only person that's getting into it because it's like that and then everybody else is like that, not like they're not enjoying it, but it's like they would have rather heard a track that was like popular.
Here's what I love about this show: you're not touring, so there's no way to spoil what you're going to play. I think so many people, myself included, will spoil set lists in advance because it's almost irresistible. Like, oh, I hope this artist is going to play this song. We don't know what you're going to play.
Yeah,
we can't look at the night before in Milwaukee to figure it out.
Yep, and that's the thing is you can't avoid that anymore. The internet age, everybody knows what you're playing, and we would. And even we were still internet age, but it wasn't as prevalent. Social media wasn't as, but even then we would always switch up 1 or 2 songs for the set because we just had to.
You have to.
Yeah. But yeah, so we did the show. It's a bottom launch is definitely a lot smaller than what we normally play, but it feels like all bands are kind of just doing that right now. It's like if you used to play the Riv, you're playing a Hospital. You play Hospital. You're playing bottom launch to sub T or whatever, and I don't think it's I don't think it's saying anything about where these bands are at. I think it's more just where the world's at.
100%.
Yeah, and we didn't want to push it knowing that Riot Fest was coming. So if this show,
you've been sitting on that forever, haven't you?
Yes, we have been sitting on that forever.
I was surprised.
I will say 5 years.
You've been working on it for 5 years?
Well, we were offered it along on the when we were putting out Storm Chasers, our last full length. But that record was coming out in April, and they said we can play September, but and I don't blame them for this, but they're like, we can't have you be playing between that and this, and because then why would anybody want to come see you at Riot if they can go see you 4 times before that? It made total sense, and but we're like, yeah, but guys, we just put out a record, you know what I mean? We have to play, and so then 2017 turned into 2018, 2019, like it went on, and then it just made sense that 25 years, bucket list kind of item here to do like Riot Fest. And I know a couple of guys in the band really, really like playing these like street festivals. And so I wouldn't say it was a struggle. Everybody wanted to do it, but like, oh man, I'm like, we'll play them next year, guys. Well, it's fine. To have this one, and just that whole week leading up, like just all that stuff's just gonna be so much fun. And
oh my god, yeah.
I mean, last thing that we did like I did like this. Sorry, was when my band Shockstars played Lollapalooza, and we were like hanging out backstage with Perry Farrell and stuff like that. Like, I'm not a big like celebrity guy, really, but it's fun. It's fun to be backstage.
And it's what you were saying in the beginning. It's like, take it in while you can.
Yeah. Take like, and to have this opportunity 25 years into your band, it's like, guys, really, I mean, as much fun as it is to play these Chicago Street Fest, it's Riot Fest, guys. Yeah. like let's do it, like, and because you don't know when it, like, you don't know what it well, Riot Fest seems like it's going to be a once in a lifetime opportunity, but like, you don't know when these things are going to happen again, and we can always play another festival or a rock show, or
those will always be there.
Yes. And and as I'm getting older, and it's no secret that I'm not healthy, so it's like I just want to get some things done. You know what I mean? And so it's like, but man,
and for people who don't know, I mean, there might be people who are listening or watching who may not be as familiar. You have MS,
yes,
and that's what you mean by that, and we'll talk about that. But I don't want people to just kind of
no. I don't. It's not COVID, or it's not. I don't have a cold. I got diagnosed with multiple sclerosis in 2018.
God, on a calendar that's so long ago. It feels like you just told me.
We didn't announce it until 2019. I told you a long time ago, but I didn't announce it until 2019, and we'll make sure we come back to this. But like, I'm bringing the show back next year. So
good.
Yeah.
Good.
But yeah, Riot. We were like, oh, how are we gonna keep it a secret? And what happens if we're only half sold? Before, and that was like okay, well,
right, because it's a Riot Fest presents. You want to have a good showing.
Yeah, and we sold out the day before the show went on sale, so it's perfect. We had just sold out 2 nights in November, so I was like, guys, let's not do like a House of Blues or a Concord. Like, let's do a smaller show than normal. To get it clean, to go clean, they sell it out, and then we can focus on Riot, and they were all about it, and I loved it.
Yeah, great move.
Yeah, sometimes I have a decent idea here and there, but
So I'm excited. 2 weeks from when we're recording this, we will see you. The lucky ones who bought tickets, we'll see you at Bottom Lounge for the 25th anniversary. 25 years.
It's crazy. It's crazy. It doesn't feel like it. It just doesn't. It feels like.
Well, it's funny. Driving to come get you tonight, I was thinking about 25 years. And in my head, you're all still like 25 years old.
Yeah.
But I'm like...
It's so weird,
It doesn't seem like that much time has elapsed.
I didn't have
a quarter of a century.
I didn't have a driver's license when I had to have somebody... I had to figure out who would... Because both me and Adam didn't have licenses. Even though I was old enough. I just didn't... I just never got it. And we're like... You're like, hey, can you want to come in for an interview? I'm like, oh yeah. I'm like, not texting, what, paging my friends, going like, hey guys, you were not gonna. And then people call me back. I'm like, you're not gonna believe who just called me. I'm like, James Nasser just called me. He said to come in. And like, they're like, dude,
that was back when radio did interviews.
Oh yes,
that doesn't happen anymore.
No, I mean. I feel
It
like
doesn't.
DJs are like almost a thing of the. Not a thing of the past. But like, you know, they're
not a thing of the future.
You know.
So
Yeah. It's like.
I'm doing a radio show in my car, Kastoop.
Yeah.
That's where we're at.
Yeah. I mean, I don't see like it. It was so much fun, man. Like to be listening in the car when we were, and I'm gonna sound like an old man, like just like, oh, it used to be so much better, but it was. We'd be in the car, we'd be driving. James or Sludge or Electra or somebody be on the air, and they'd be like, hey, by the way, we have. I'm trying to think of somebody that I actually liked back in those days. But we have
311.
Sure. Yeah. Oh, there we go. We have Trent Reznor on the call right now, and I'm like trying not to crash my car, going like, "What? How are you?" You know, like, or you know, like, this one I remember. It was the drummer of Tool was on because, and I was like, okay, I don't play drums, but like I'm interested in this, and he was on there, and he was just. And it was really cool because he was talking about how weird Maynard. He's like, yeah, he's like, and then I think it was Electra goes, is he as weird to you as he's like weirder? And I thought it was such a cool, like those kind of, you don't have those moments anymore but you have podcasts now. Though.
Well, and this is something I wish radio would learn. It's those moments, those things you don't expect that make radio something that becomes part of people's lives.
Yes.
You could play the same 40 songs in a 2.5-hour rotation all week long. What connects people is those holy shit pattern breaks, where suddenly this day pattern that you were expecting is completely upended by, oh my God, Trent Reznor's on the phone, or
it's mind blowing. I'll tell you another one that like from the old days. Eddie Vedder's mom called in.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, I mean, when I say I was a kid, I didn't even think that I would ever be on stage. Like,
I was new at the station at that point.
I was so
Eddie's
young.
mom.
Yeah, it was Eddie's.
That was like 93 or 94.
Because that makes sense. And because I remember being on, and you guys did it so well that you didn't know whose mom it was until the end of her call. Like. So I'm thinking, I'm like, is it because you, even at 93, 94, even though I knew that he grew up here in the Chicagoland area, I did not put Eddie Vedder's mom in Chicago. You know what I mean? It's like, and she was like, I really like it when you guys play my son's music. Like, it's like, your son's like the biggest name in music right now, lady. Yeah.
So, LBC at Riot Fest. This is
This
is huge.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So if you couldn't get tickets to the Bottom Lounge, LBC in September, bringing in fall, on stage. I kind of want to ride your coattails. I want to meet Glenn Danzig.
Come on, I mean, we already talked about him. I'm gonna come with you, so yeah, we'll do that, and I'll just be like, hey, dude, he's my +1. It's fine.
Yeah.
I mean,
I've always wanted to do that.
My wife will be 8 months pregnant, so she's not.
She's not going anywhere near
she's not
Douglas
going,
Park.
No. So
take some pictures.
Yeah. So you'll be my date.
Yes.
But yeah. I'm so excited. It like another one of those things. It's like, the cool thing about Riot Fest for me is gonna be there's a lot of bucket list stuff that you want to do, but just to say you did it. This is going to be one of those bucket list things that's like, yeah, I'm going to experience and just enjoy the crap out of it. And then Treaty of Paris is playing.
Yeah, how about
which is like, I've been in bands with Phil, who's in the band, and good friends with Dan Wade, and Mikey will be coming back. It's going to be nice. Chris. So seeing those guys that we used to play with, it's going to be cool. Alkaline's playing the same night as we are.
That's amazing.
But the biggest thing for me is Descendants.
Of course.
I was like, whoa, that's cool. I said that to a fan. They're like, that's how some people feel about you, right? I'm like, that blows my mind that anybody would but whatever. Thank you, awesome. But yeah, wow, I mean, and then My Chem was on that age that My Chem was coming out at the same time as us. It was the one band that I didn't ever see live. So I'll check that out.
So as far as merch goes, I would think Descendants probably have an edge on merch sales.
Oh yeah,
but I don't want to rule out the Misfits.
No, Misfits will outsell everybody because it's just a Misfits.
But if Descendants were to do a special like Riot Fest or Chicago T-shirt, forget it.
And I would think they would because Carl's pretty smart, savvy businessman. I was hoping that there would be a rap act on our night. That was there may be a rap act, but like a bigger rap act, like
on the Ice Cube level.
Yeah, like a Snoop Dogg, man.
Yeah.
You know, like that would have been cool. But no, Ice Cube is gonna be awesome. I'd love to see that. So, but yeah, I was hoping to be backstage and just like I said, I don't do the celebrity thing. But dude, if Snoop Dogg was backstage, you'd kind of be like, that's cool, But yeah. Yeah,
but that'd be a way for you to test just how good of a pot smoker you are.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
That would be a real challenge.
I would not be able to keep up with Snoop Dogg.
I can't imagine.
I call myself a dad stoner. Like, baby goes to bed, I smoke my weed, and again, it goes back to the whole MS thing, but it's really good for that too. So I have.
Based on that, you've had MS for the 25 years I've known you.
That's right. Yeah, but I really slowed down a lot, and then I picked back up quite a bit but it's very different, man. It's not like the weed smoking changes as you get older. It's not ripping bongs anymore. You hit your little pan and you go to sleep, and you maybe eat a little bit extra food. It's very different now than it used to be, and I think it also affects me differently. To be honest, I don't think I get high because it's mostly what it's doing is just kind of like leveling out some of the stuff that's going on in my head. So yeah, it's cool.
All right, so Riot Fest is coming up.
Yes,
that's huge.
Make sure. I know everybody thinks that. I think Riot Fest has sold out every year since I remember. So I would not take it for granted just because it's at Douglas Park or because it's at a huge place. Tickets will sell out, and I honestly I get it. If you can't afford it, you can't afford it. But I think every one of those nights is great. Of course, I'd rather, if you're only going to go to one, go to Friday. But I mean, and I'm sure Phil and Dan would say go Sunday. But it's a really cool experience. I've gone twice, and this is from a guy that doesn't really like that outdoor big festival thing, and it was so amazing. It was awesome.
I tried to see Treaty of Paris December of 2019. They played Cobra. We were going to do a Car Con Carne thing. I was all excited. I was the sickest I'd been in years, laid out for 2 weeks. In hindsight, it all the symptoms were kind of COVID-y.
I was going to say, December of 2019.
It was 2 weeks.
I had COVID too.
It was 2 weeks after MS Sucks.
Yeah. And me too. Yep.
And I remember texting Dan. I'm like, I don't see myself turning around in time for this. And I felt terrible about it. I was really excited. And then the day rolled around. I'm like, I'm not leaving my home for the next several days.
Well, now you get to see him in about 4 months.
Exactly.
Or less.
But yeah, I mean, the timing I don't think syncs up with the launch of COVID in the U.S., but it was right
but
there.
There was a lot of us. So I got sick right after MS Sucks as well in 2019. And it could have just been something else going around.
Yeah.
But the thing for me, too, is hard to tell. My doctor's like, yeah, but because when I get sick for a long time anyway. So that's what I've been kind of actually really nervous about in the last whatever is if I get sick now, the show would have to get canceled because there's just no way that I'd be, even if I got sick tomorrow, I'd be probably not, even if, So I just gotta be careful. But yeah, you were saying? Sorry.
That's it.
Treaty of Paris, so you will get to see them. And
finally.
Yeah. I didn't get to see them then either for the same reason. I was sick. But I've seen them so many times. So before that, But yeah, I'm excited to see that's going to be fun for them.
And I feel like I'm probably wearing a Dan Wade created T-shirt. I wear a Riot Fest T-shirt just for the event.
Well, yeah, if it's a Riot Fest, it's a Dan Wade. Yeah.
All right. Well, MS sucks. Since we're talking about that, I want to talk about your new project.
Sure.
I'm kind of bearing the lead with your new stuff, but MS sucks. What we're talking about was a benefit show to raise money for MS research. It was at the Bottom Lounge, and it was an inspired night. It was a night to raise awareness, but you enlisted all your heavy hitter musician friends to come out, do a couple songs.
Yeah.
And it was fantastic. I think Adam Cryer played with every band.
It was a lot of fun. So what it was is we did a daytime like matinee show with full bands, like drums, bass, everything, and then it was really weird. Not weird, but it was really cool because LBC played at like 3:00 in the afternoon or something like that. Maybe not that early. I can't remember exactly. And then that evening we had 16 different acts, acoustic acts. It was of course it was LBC,
it was
and
Plain
then
White Tees,
Plain White Tees,
Ike Riley,
Swizzle Tree, Ike Riley. I can't even remember. I mean, there's just everybody.
It was insane. Yeah,
everybody I could think of. I played with 3 different acts, I believe. So it was amazing. So what it is? It was we just were looking to raise money for, like I said, for Accelerated Cure project for MS, and we did like raffles, and the Bottom Lounge donated the venue.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and we raised, I think, $35,000. Yeah,
That's serious.
Yeah, it was some good money, and James, it's really. Well, the funny thing about that is, I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool, and the charity the people that run the charity, like, are you are you ever happy? Like, and I'm like, no. The answer is no, but that's not the point. I'm like, what do you? They're like, this is the biggest DIY charity thing that we've had done. She's like, you're not going to compare it to like MS Walk or something,
right?
Like that.
Of course.
Yeah, but like, she's like, this is huge. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, all right, great. So then, thinking I'm going to do it every year. No. So this year, we were going to do stuff, but with Riot, it was kind of like, even from the charity to the venues were like kind of weird for you not to play though, and I'm like, yeah, okay. So we're gonna do something for my birthday. It will be like a fundraising kind of thing, and then next March, obviously I'm gonna want you involved. But next March which is MS month, we're gonna do another show at Bottom Lounge, and LBC will be playing. For right now, I believe that. And they can pull out of this if they want, but from right now, what I hear is my good buddy Mark Rose and Night Spice,
nice.
Kevin Singleton's band, but
also playing Riot Fest.
Also playing Riot Fest, right? I'm still just started talks, but I think I might have a really big headliner. So, and I'll tell you after. But yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Mark Rose, I think I'm trying to set something up in the car with him soon.
Oh, cool.
Long overdue.
Yeah, he's just he's such a nice guy. I mean, I really like. There's some guys in the industry that I just walk away from that are just like, man, that guy's cool.
Good humans.
Yeah, he's just a good guy.
So, but as far as MS goes, we've talked about this. I don't even know if we've talked about it in an interview setting, but it's that kind of invisible disability.
Yeah.
To see you walk around, to listen to you talk, no one would be the wiser that you have multiple sclerosis.
No, and I'm pretty good at like masking it too, but nobody knows that right now my body's been tingling every second since you picked me up. It's just what it is. I live in a lot of pain, but the way I explain it to people is like, this is just life. It's getting to the point where I don't remember what it was like to not limp or not be in pain. I'm just in pain. It's just what it is. It sucks, but you can either
you're playing the hand you've been dealt.
Yes, Exactly. And I got a baby and another one on the way, and
It's great.
thank you. And but I got music in me, and I got a book in me, and like I just got stuff to do. So it's like, I mean, it's what it is. I gotta fight it. This last couple of weeks have been a lot worse than last month. Hopefully it gets better. There's, you just have your ups and you have your downs, and you hope that your downs aren't so bad that they mentally get you down, because so you just got to have the right people around you.
That's everything.
Yeah, and honestly, if you're out there listening and you have a debilitating disease like this, especially if you're an invisible, like a lot of people with MS are not invisibles, but like it's a curse and a gift and a curse at the same time. That like, yeah, I don't need anything to walk, but nobody thinks that anything's wrong with me.
Right.
So, but I do want to say something. And if you have a debilitating disease, a chronic disease, something that does not go away, and you know that you're living with the fact that if you're not talking to somebody, please do. Therapy is so important for people like us. It keeps you grounded, and I think anybody and people in general should just talk to people. But like, the therapy is very important for people that are sick. Go talk to somebody. That's all. Off my soapbox.
No, it's not even a soapbox. That's something that needs to be said, and people need to hear often.
Yeah.
I thought about your disability watching your latest video, because in that video there's a cane making its presence known at the end. Mr. Ms. and the Infusions.
Yeah.
This is something you clued me into a while back.
Yeah.
And I remember when you first shared this music with me, this new project of yours, you were, I don't want to say nervous. I don't want to paint you the wrong way.
Oh, I was really nervous. Yeah.
Because it's a departure from what we've come to know from you and your various projects.
Yeah.
And I think one of the ways the way I responded to you was by saying, this seems really authentic. This seems like very much a snapshot of who Stubh is in 2022 or 2021 when you sent it.
Yeah.
This feels like a very honest musical expression.
Thank you. And it is. And I'm glad that when you said that, I was like, it made me, I remember writing Brad and telling my wife, I'm like, dude, you should hear what James just said. And I'm like, that's exactly, I'm like, okay, I'm feeling a lot better about this, because it was like, for somebody that's seen, from the dumb pop song to this, you kind of, you just trust that that's good. So my big thing with Mr. Ms. and first is, nobody gets this Mr. Ms. It's Mr. MS. It's they're because I posted on Facebook. I'm like, Mr. Ms. equals MS Warrior, and people are like, oh, now I get it. I'm like, okay. Well, and the thing is, people are like, why didn't you just say Stubby? I'm like, because I didn't want to. I didn't have to. So what?
Right.
And I didn't want to. If I ever get on stage, I didn't want to get up and say hi. It just feels weird.
I get it.
Yeah. But so okay. So I decided I want to do this. I want to. There's a record in me that I need to put out. So instead of starting it off that way, I did the cover of Hallelujah, and
which I think I told you at the time, that's about the ballsiest thing you could possibly cover.
Yeah.
And you killed it.
Thank you. And that was a thing for me with the Hallelujah thing, was like, I go, who cares anymore? Like, yeah, people are going to be like, why would you cover something that's been covered so many times, or do you really think that yours is? And I'm like, yeah, if I didn't think it was good, I wouldn't have put it out.
Of course.
Like, and if you don't want to listen to it, don't. I'm not trying to get famous here. I'm just trying to put out. I was doing this for me, and I literally am doing this for me. Of course, I want it to be successful, but whatever. So what I did was, I had these other 3 songs. The lullaby that I wrote for my daughter, and a song that I wrote for my wife, and then this song that I've had since like 2005. I was like, okay, I'm gonna record these, put them out, and do it backwards, and like put those out. Test the waters, get my feet wet, whatever you want to, cliche you want to use. And then with Mistakes of Our Fathers, the song that I just put out, was the first song off of the album I'm putting out called Stick to Singing. Yeah. So
Is that a way of addressing the haters that you mentioned earlier?
a little bit of that. It has a little bit more to do with people telling me to stick to singing and leave the politics or leave the social issues to whoever
you
agrees
used to
with them.
engage. You used to roll up your sleeves and get into it.
Oh yeah, and I just stopped. It's
exhausting.
Yeah, that's what I realized is like, I just couldn't. It was mentally and emotionally exhausting to argue with people that whose minds you're not going to change anyway. Now, with that being said, though, I do think I made some headway with a bunch of people, because I'm not as far left as people assume I am. I'm somewhere I definitely lean that way, but I'm not as hardcore progressive as some people assume. So you talk to me, I'll talk to you back. But it got to the point where I was just like, really? Just because I'm in a band, I can't have an opinion, but you can, and because you work on engines? Like, what? Why does my opinion matter less? So, but I'm glad you caught it. But the stick to singing, the reason I really like that is also because it's kind of a fuck you to everybody else too, because it's like I got both in one. I got like doesn't he just sing? And I got to say, and they're like, so I'm saying, as the songs come out, it'll make a lot more sense to you. That there's the next one's, I want to piss some people off, but yeah, it's just what it is.
You mentioned Mistakes of Our Fathers. That's the video I was referring to with the cane.
Yeah.
The video is like another brick in the wall for the present day.
Sure.
Directed by the talented Alex Zarek. At some point, will Alex get to a point where you can't afford to have him?
Well, yeah. That's when I posted the video for the first time. I said, before I finish this sentence, he's gonna outgrow me. Alex is so talented. And the thing I said in that video too, or in that post too, I'm like, don't roll your eyes, because I said the same exact thing about Nabil, and look where he is now. I said Nabil is going to make it big. Alex is going to be huge, but he'll never outgrow me because he loves me and I love him, and he's my little bro. But
this is the one you kind of sat on. Like, this one to me is the slam dunk, and you kind of waited to release this one.
I sent all of them to you at the same time, remember? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That must have been tough, because, this is it. Yeah, it was hard. It was really hard, and doing stuff solo is really hard, man, because like you don't have anybody to call when you're to walk you off the ledge. I almost deleted the song because I listened to it once and I was like, this sucks. Nobody's gonna like this. You're wasting your time. Like, you get. I understand, but it seems insane.
It's because I spent 4 months with it, or more than that. So like that specialness of like that excitement that was gone. So I'm like, is this really good? Alex. It was Alex actually that talked to me off the ledge, and he's like, dude, you're insane. You're insane. We're gonna shoot the video in a week. It's gonna be great, and just stop. Just hang up, go to bed. And I'm like, okay, all right, sounds good. And he's probably like, he's the closest thing to a band member I have is him and Brad and my brother. But like, yeah, really though, Alex.
Your brother, the impossibly talented and tall Sarang?
Yes, yes. Who's also both of those guys are gonna put some music out soon. But and Alex and I are gonna write a song together soon. We just decided that we're gonna do it. We're doing everything else together. Why not?
Yeah.
But yeah, it was. I sat on that song knowing that it was gonna be the first song off the record, and that So I just got 2 songs back today. Getting 2 more songs back in the early next week, and then I'll have like 3 or 4 more, and then I don't know how I'm gonna do it because, like we were talking about earlier, I don't know how this industry works anymore. I think I'm just gonna keep on putting songs out and then I'm putting them all together now.
Well, yeah, I mean, the rules are different in that there are no rules. I mean, there was when LBC was starting out, there was at least something of a blueprint.
You put on an EP or you put on an album, you know, like that's what you did.
And then you try to get signed. I mean,
Yeah.
that was still a thing.
Yeah.
Back in 1998, 1999.
Yeah, and now it's like get on the playlist and make a video, and you know, like I don't even know, like I don't know what success is anymore. All I know is I can compare it with each other, and that's another reason why I'm glad I did things this way, because I had an idea of what to expect. After putting those other songs out, I was like, okay, and this song's just blown everything out of the water. Like it's within, I think it's been out for 2.5 weeks or something like that, and it already has more plays everywhere than except for Hallelujah. But Hallelujah has been out since October, so
Right now, the song is awesome, and I think. Strategically speaking, you're doing something I'm surprised, and I've said it before, that I'm surprised more bands don't do, and that's have a video strategy. I think the time has never been greater to start making music videos again.
you have
Not
to.
lyric videos,
Yeah.
like actual performance videos, artistic videos.
That was one of my biggest qualms, I guess, with LBC, is that we never really did a real video, and it's because there's 4 cooks in the kitchen, and we just couldn't get anything done. But with, like I was saying, it's really hard to be in a solo project. But the one cool thing about it is,
It's a solo project.
It's I go, Alex, I got an idea. And I send him a treatment. He sends me stuff back. We go back and forth, and he goes, "This is a great idea. I got this idea and that idea." And both Hallelujah, the Hallelujah video, Mistakes of Our Father starts right when Hallelujah ends. That's why I'm wearing the same clothes. I still have the cane and everything else, and I was able to come up with a concept of, like, even though Hallelujah was a lot less to it, like story wise, but like I was like, okay, I want the cane and the stairs and the ascension and the hell and heaven hell or heaven kind of thing. And then Alex is like, what about, dude, let's have snow inside, you know? And so, like, we were able to do that, bounce off each other and do that stuff. But music videos are everything. And the one thing that I really, really like that I'm doing now instead of like 20 years ago is that when Alex sends me the videos or the cuts or whatever, I never go, I don't like the way I look in there, or I don't like the way that's not it anymore. Whereas I think when you're in your 20s, you're like, ooh, are the chicks gonna think I'm hot here? You know, it's like, I don't care about that stuff.
I know they think you're hot now. It's the long hair. The long hair model costume is.
Well, I feel like everywhere I go is that it's I just call it quarantine hair. I've been wanting to grow my hair since I was younger, but it just never. The in between stages and having to be on stage, I just didn't want to do it. So I was like, when my wife's like, "Are you gonna ever have short hair again?" I'm like, with how long it took me to grow this, no, never. Like,
this is what it is.
Yeah. I haven't got my first gray yet, so I'm gonna wait, and when that happens, in the beard I got them. But
Okay, good.
yeah,
All right, so we can stream that music. We can, what we were just talking about, we can watch it on YouTube.
Yep.
And then this album you speak of, we'll get that, or be able to listen to that this year?
Definitely this year. If not, if it kind of goes into next year, maybe. But I'll have, like I said, I'll have 4 more songs in early next week, and then I just gotta finish the rest of the album. So that gives me what, 1, 2, that's 5. I gotta write 5. I have them, but I have to finish some lyrics and stuff for 5 more, and I don't know if the covers are gonna make it, but we'll see. But yeah, by this year sometime you'll get it, and I'm sure I'll send them to you early.
Yay. Well, and we spent the first 30 minutes of this chat talking about Lucky Boys Confusion. We did not talk about new music from Lucky Boys Confusion. We talked about looking backwards 25 years. We talked about Riot Fest. Will you guys write again?
Yeah. That's, I mean, it's not even, we're going to. We have practice Sunday. I might be going over to Adams before to write. We already know the 2 songs. It won't be. It'll just gonna be like a maxi single or whatever. We'll have 2 songs, hopefully out before Riot Fest or
Perfect.
or right after, or during.
If you want to press those on the vinyl, that can probably come out in 3 years.
Yeah, that's I was gonna say. Like, yeah, maybe we've been trying to get. We got the okay. By the way, we got the okay to get Throw in the Game, our first major label record, pressed on vinyl.
Really?
Yeah, they gave the thumbs up, but we're still waiting because they can't. They're just. But we're just not priority over Third Eye Blind and Missy Elliott and I mean we just don't matter there to them. I mean they were very kind. They got back to us and actually Mutant League was going to do it for us, but no, we're just waiting. I mean when it does happen, it'll happen, But yeah, we'll have 2 songs out this year sometime, and I'm already pretty excited about them. And especially since I thought the Storm Chasers was going to be it. Every time I think it's it, it's not. So I don't know.
I mean, the 2 what I consider singles off that album are still great.
Thank you.
The title track, It's After Midnight. Those are great fucking songs.
Thank you. I think I always thought Sun in My Eyes would have been a great 3rd single, but you got to get to the first 2 first.
Right.
Yeah, it's a. I always laughed at especially when LBC was coming out in the beginning. A lot of bands would come to me and Adam with asking for advice, and one thing they'd be like, "This," and almost every band would be like, "This is gonna be like our Don't Speak," and I go, "You need
you need Spiderwebs and Just a Girl before you get there."
I was gonna say, do you know that you just wrote a ballad? Just say you wrote a ballad, okay? You're counting, you're talking about your 3rd single.
By the way, I picked you up in this car. I've been sitting behind the steering wheel this entire time. You're not going to say, "Hey, driver," as I'm sitting here?
That kind of stuff just doesn't come to me. My brother will make those kind of things, like he'll pick me up, and he just looks over at me and goes, "To the top of the world," and I'm like, "What?" And he goes, "Dude, To the Top of the World." I'm like,
the song you wrote.
And I'm like, oh yeah,
That
okay. Or there was, and I think it was Brad. Brad did this one to me, and he goes, I'm like, yeah, well, something about the lights. He's like, yeah, the city lights. I'm like, yeah, I guess the city lights. Yeah, and he's like, what did he say? And then he goes, "Do you miss your friends?" or something. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, "Dude, I'm quoting your lyrics, boss man." I'm like,
Boss
just
man.
shut up,
Throwing that one in there too.
He loves to do that.
All right.
Right.
Stubby, the new music is out there. Lucky Boys, we're celebrating 25 years with you.
Yeah.
At Bottom Lounge at the end of the month. We'll be celebrating more with you at Riot Fest. Oh my God.
Yeah.
And the new stuff, the very authentic, very you.
Very me, Mr. Miz and the Infusions. But if you're looking it up, it's Mr. Miz, MR.MS. But I don't know, it should be easy to find.
If you like Mr. Mister, you're gonna like Mr. Miz.
Yeah, there you go.
That's just how that works. I don't make the rules. That's how it happens.
Yeah,
all right,
man.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. That's Stubby.